Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. I certainly do appreciate you stopping by. Today's beer comes from Green Point Beer and Ale Company. These guys are up in New York, Brooklyn I think. Beer Advocate has the brewery listed in Brooklyn, New York, but unfortunately when I look at all the beers they've done quite a few. This one is not listed there, guys. This one is called Melted State, and this comes to me, by the way, of Pamela, and she's with City Swiggers up in New York, New York, in the big city. And everybody knows things are a little pricey when you get up in the big city up there. She has left the sticker on this can. This is a 7.1% ABV IPA. And it's a brute IPA too, so it's a little different than your typical IPAs. This can was $6.69 for this 16-ounce can. I find that a little pricey, but coming from New York City, you're going to pay a little bit more for stuff up there. Of course, you know, cost of living's higher and wages are a lot higher. I have heard tales of one-bedroom apartments going for thousands of dollars a month. So, I mean, you have to have a good job to be able to live in that city, no doubt. But I do appreciate Pamela. She sent me 2 of this brewery's beers. So, Pamela, thanks a bunch. I do appreciate it. We're going to get on with it. Like I said, Beer Advocate doesn't have this particular one. It has the brewery listed, but not this particular beer. So, it must be a new beer if nobody has listed it or commented on it yet. So, and it does have the ABV on the outside of it, and it does have the canned on date here of 11/14 of 18, and today is the 24th, 10 days in the can. Pretty fresh. I find it hard to find beers around here that fresh, even from the breweries around here. So, let's get on with it. First beer of the day for me, so we're going to jump right over here. I don't have the IBUs here on Untappd, and their commercial description says our first brewed IPA in cans, so we're coming out swinging. Hopped with Citra, Nelson, and Galaxy. Yes, you read that correctly. Brewed with American two-row and flaked rice, lightly tart and extremely dry. This one you don't want to miss. So, I'm looking forward to this beer. I don't think I've had anything from these guys that I can recall. So, let's get it on. It's time. Looks like they've got a heat shrunk label on this can. And it doesn't have a lot of artwork or anything on it. Both cans basically have the same thing other than the ABV and the name of the beer on it. It's like a gray slate color on the can here on this wrapper. And like I said, both of them look the same. I thought they were 2 of the same beers until I started reading more closely. So, into the glass we go. Pretty cloudy coming out, guys. Looks like grapefruit juice coming out of the can here. Not that bright orange New England style color that we get a lot of times from those beers. And like you said, let me spin it around here. Not a whole lot of information. It's got the brewery name here and the name of the beer right there. So, they're not jumbling up the can with a lot of kooky or goopy writing like some of the breweries know. We know who we're talking about there. Alright, about a finger of head, and guys, it looks like grapefruit juice to me. It's very cloudy, It does look like a New England style as far as the cloudiness goes, but it's more of a grape color than the orange color. So let's get a nose to it. It smells very citrusy. I'm getting grapefruit on the nose. Hint of some pine. Yeah, maybe some tropical fruit notes in there, but the grapefruit smell is standing out more right now. So let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Pamela. And everybody up at City Swiggers. Everybody likes to take a good swig every now and then, don't you think? Yeah, let's dive in. Cheers. Very dry. Tart grapefruit. Very pleasant. Definitely more grapefruit than any kind of oranges or anything like that. Decent beer. It being a brut IPA, it's not going to be quite as sweet, I think. That's just my interpretation. Let me jump over here real quick and see what it has. Well, it's not giving it to me. Of what a brut IPA. Bear with me just a second here, and I'll see if I can give you some information on a brut. IPA. Alright, we're going to go over and it says brut IPAs are the bone dry champagne like beer hopheads can't get enough of, is what it's saying here. It is very dry. I will say that, like champagne, some champagnes are. You see hazy England style, totally different out of the brut IPA. The brut IPA borrows its name from the wine world in Champagne. Brut means very dry, so too with the brut IPA. The trend has only been in existence for about a year or so, too short in beer time to coalesce into a defined style. But it has a few hallmarks. It's pale, it's bone dry, it's highly effervescent. In short, it's as close to champagne as an IPA can get, and it's nothing like the fruity, hazy, creamy IPAs that now dominate taps across America. So we'll give it that. It has a definite dry taste to it. To me, I'm getting grapefruit. I don't know if I would go with the champagne-esque, but it could be. It poured a decent head there. And I'm not getting a lot of effervescent like champagne. To me, it's basically super dry. Big grapefruit notes on this particular version I've got in front of me here. Seems to be well carbonated, but it's unusually or uncharacteristically dry. A lot of IPAs are dry, but this one is a little bit more than that. So super dry, like a dry wine would be, or in some champagnes, I would say. But it has enough grapefruit taste in that to have a little bit of fruitiness in there. So it's right out of the fridge. Let me sip on it for a while and see what I think of it. I'll tell you in just a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. I've been sipping on about 30 minutes or so. Nice lacing is left on the glass. Guys, this is extremely dry. Kind of one-dimensional with the grapefruit taste, not getting a whole lot of anything else. Decent beer, but not what I am looking for in an unfiltered IPA. I like a little more sweetness to my beers. If you like unsweetened grapefruit, you would probably really like this. I like to have a little bit more flavors and aromas to my IPAs. I like to have the tropical fruit notes and the oranges and the pineapple and the grapefruit and a whole lot of things going on. And I'm very surprised since I use Citra, Nelson, and Galaxy. hops on this, and it's kind of one-dimensional. I'm very surprised that that has happened on this one, but maybe that's what they were hoping or shooting for on this. This is a new style, being brewed IPA. I did another one a week or so ago, and it was really dry. I'm not sure I'm into that dry of a beer. If you like dry wine or champagne, this may blow your hair back or your socks off. I do think it's a well-made beer. I did enjoy it, but probably not something I would want to drink all the time. So with that being said, let's do the final chug on this. I mean, it looks just like grapefruit juice in the glass. Very cloudy, definitely an unfiltered beer, guys. Looks like a New England style beer, but I probably wouldn't put it in that category. As dry as it is and one-dimensional as it is. So, final chug. The other half got the big grapefruit notes on it right off the bat too, just like I am. Kind of hard to miss. That's basically what it tastes like, unsweetened grapefruit juice. So, like I said, I did enjoy it. So, Pamela, thanks again. I do appreciate you sending it to me. I think it's an A beer, guys, but I'm gonna give it the A- since it's so dry. I'm trying to be fair on this. It's not, like I said, it's not my cup of tea, but I want to be as honest as I can and as fair as I can. I do think it's an A beer, A- for me, guys. I'm gonna give it a 90. That's where I'm gonna put this one. And like I told you earlier, Beer Advocate doesn't have this particular one listed under the Green Point Beer and Ale. They have a bunch of them on there, but this is not listed yet. So probably a new offering from these guys, since nobody has commented or did anything on that site with it. And I have a lot of subscribers. Oh, you got to quit using Beer Advocate. I like to have a couple of different opinions other than mine and Untapped. Untapped seems to have it going on though, guys. I think more people comment and post on that site than any other. So we don't use Rate Beer anymore, and right now I'm still continuing to use Beer Advocate, but we don't know how long that may continue. I just want to give as many opinions on the grade scale, so I'm not being one-dimensional on what I am grading. So with that being said, 90 for me, A-, guys, and over to Untapped, they have it at 4.04. Also in their A- scale as far as I'm concerned. So it's pretty much unanimous for me and Untapped. A- beer. I do think it's a very well-made beer, a good quality beer, and a new style being a brewed IPA. Give it a try. Pick it up. Don't base your decision on what I'm saying. This may be the best, tastiest beer you ever put to your lips. So don't base everything on what I say. Give it a whirl. Pick up a can. Give it a try. I don't know what the distribution is on this brewery. This did come from City Swiggers and Pamela up there. So I don't know how far out of the brewery, since these guys are in New York and Brooklyn. Just appreciate it. And like I said, I've got one more from this brewery we're going to do that she sent me. Might even do that one tomorrow and do them back to back so we can get them. I like to do these IPAs and double IPAs as fresh as I can. So, with that being said, if you've had this, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.